I want you to understand that if I had to label myself, I would probably be a pragmatic optimist. I'm pragmatic in the fact that I know that possibly every child cannot take every program that we have to offer in public education. But I am optimistic in the fact that I believe that all children should be able to go as far as what their natural abilities can take them, and as far as we as teachers can augment those abilities. I realized at an early age that I could not spell and that reading was a problem. And today I know that what the problem is dyslexia. So I think at a very early age I learned to read for comprehension, because it wasn't just calling words. I had to make sure that it made sense to me, and if it didn't make sense to me, then I would have to read it again. I try to tell children to look at the assets that you have and to build on those assets, because everybody has strong points. And sometimes we don't take the time with children to let them discover who they are and what they can become. I always wanted to be a teacher. And my children that I teach now ask me why I'm a teacher. And it's really nice to tell them that I'm a teacher because I want to be. I came to Deer Park in 1972. One of the things that in Deer Park that I had the most problem with, and I could not accept, was that mathematics was for the academically elite. And I had a problem with that, because mathematics isn't for the elite. It is for all children, because when we deny them mathematics, we deny them their livelihood. And it's not just an academic question, it's a survival question.
I think the thing that makes Ms. Langseth so special is her deep concern for her students and her students' understanding for math. Ms. Langseth would stop at nothing to get her students to understand a mathematical concept, whether it mean, jumping up and down in the classroom or scribbling all over the chalkboard.
She could always explain things in such a simple way that anybody could understand it. You didn't have to be, the smartest person to get calculus. She made it so anybody could understand it.
Children still need to be loved, and they still need to be nurtured. And it doesn't matter if they're in the 1st grade or the 12th grade.
From KHOU TV Houston, the spirit of Texas, this is 11 News.
A Deer Park math teacher has the right formula for success. She has been selected as the Texas State Teacher of the Year for secondary schools. Sallie Langseth teaches calculus and pre-algebra at Deer Park High School. She's a 27-year veteran teacher who chairs and coordinates the math departments at Deer Park's 3 high school campuses. She's also severely dyslexic and says she uses that disability to teach her youngsters how to achieve.
I want parents to realize that to be grateful for the assets that the child has, and to build on this, that it is not what it used to be, and there are so many more opportunities for children. And the best thing out of all of education is for that child to come out whole. And if you don't take care of that psychological, interpersonal skills with that child, you could be the greatest teacher in the world, but it doesn't make any difference what you're handing out, because they're not going to take it. Sometimes success is a very, very individual measuring stick. What is success to you and what is success to me is not necessarily what is success to a child. Sometimes success is not always making an A. Sometimes success is just being able to participate.